Hey everybody, welcome back to another reading from Papa's Comic Books and Coffee. Let's see who started to come to us today. Hey, it's the Warlord, the savage struggle to return to the lost world of the Warlord. This book is number 106 it was 30 cents back in 1977. It's by Mike Greel and Liz Berube. Don't forget, this book and many others are available on my eBay page, papas-comic-books. All right, let's see if we can zoom that in a little bit and go from there. All right, here we go. High in the Andes of Peru lies an incredible monument to one of the greatest civilizations of the world has known, Machu Picchu, fortress stronghold of the lost Inca Empire. Here among the Condor's 20th century, man has once again challenged the mysteries of the long-dead city. This is the setting for an incredible confrontation that will bring tomorrow crashing into yesterday. Okay, Warlord. Home is a 4-letter word. For an instant, she is wide-eyed fawn, trembling with fear. And then she is in motion. Take it easy, lady. I never argue with a woman holding a gun. I apologize for bleeding on your floor, but if you pull that trigger, things are only going to get worse. Who are you? A traveler of sorts? A very wary traveler. All right, let's see what we can do here. Slowly, the swirling black waters of the unconscious are lifted. Good morning, Colonel Morgan. Just take it easy. You've suffered quite a nasty crack on the head, and you may have a concussion. Well, where am I? How did you know my name? We found your dog tags identifying you as one Lieutenant Colonel Travis Morgan, U.S. Air Force. Where you are was once the Inca city of Machu Picchu. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Professor George Lakely of Harvard, and these are my colleagues. Professor Richard Belding, Oxford University, Professor Tora Olofsson, University of Stockholm, and Professor Maria Ramona Moscow University. I believe you've already met. What is this, some kind of professors convention? Not quite. We're archaeologists operating on a UN grant to investigate the Inca civilization. And now, I trust you have some explanation for your curious garb and your somewhat dramatic entrance. Oh, I do, but don't think you're going to believe me. Morgan's distinguished audience listening with wonders as the incredible story unfolds hours later. A story of terror and adventure in a world of the Earth's core. Scatterus were among the last relics of the lost Atlantean civilization. Morgan and his beloved Tara battled for their lives in an underground computer center, and a still operative shuttlecraft caused their separation. Incredible indeed. And when the shuttlecraft started up, I got a crack on the skull. When it came to, it was stopped at another station. I fumbled my way out of the cave and found myself on a mountain ledge overlooking these ruins. I saw the lights of your camp and made my way down. The rest you know. Funny, it doesn't seem like I was down in Scatterus for almost a year. April 16th, my plane was shot down in June 1969. I'm afraid you misunderstood, Colonel Morgan. This is April 16th, 1977. My God, 8 years? I knew time was mixed up in Scatterus, but 8 years? You mean I'm 51 years old? Professor, assuming this is not some capitalist trick, it may explain our findings. I don't feel 51 years old. By George, I think she's got something there. This could be the answer to everything. Do I look 51 years old? Come with us, Colonel Morgan. There's something we'd like you to see. Moments later, Professor Lakely leads the way through the crumbling ruins. As you may know, Colonel, Morgan, the Inca civilization flourished between the years 1200 BC and 1500 AD and vanished with the coming of the conquistadors. However, we have uncovered a structure beneath the ruins which predates the Incas by nearly 10,000 years. Let me give you a hand. I can do quite well without your help. Look, I apologize for last night. Last night had nothing to do with it. Then why the cold shoulder? How would you have me treat a man who makes war against my country? War? All I ever did was fly over Vladivostok and take a few pictures. A few of your missile boys took exception and shot me down. You see, I was a photographing bacteriological weapons research center. A year after, your country signed a treaty banning germ warfare. Exactly what I'd expect from a capitalist warmonger. Listen, lady, I spilled more blood and seen more combat than all the generals in the Kremlin and the Pentagon put together. But there is a subtle difference. In their kind of war, nobody ever wins. We were excavating here when we broke through into the chamber below. Have a look. If your story is true, this temple could be the proof that Incas were the descendants of the Atlanteans. It could take months, years to translate these hieroglyphics, I thought, perhaps. I understood, Professor, and I can read some of this, but you're wrong about one thing. This isn't a temple. It's a tomb. According to this, we're looking at the tomb of Tikal. The cat demon Tikal was a servant of the sun god until he committed some sacrilegious. He was entombed in stone, that his eyes must be forever blinded to the glory of Ra. Ra being the sun. The rest is just the usual collection of curses for anyone who tampers with the tomb. This could be the greatest discovery since Cleopatra's tomb. Richard, Tor, bring the dynamite at once. We're going to open the tomb. I hope you know what you're doing, Professor. You sound as though you actually believe in the curse. If there's one thing I've learned in the last 8 years, it's that anything is possible. Within minutes, a skillfully placed dynamite charge is detonated, to be echoed by the thundering crash of the falling monolith. It's a statue. What were you expecting, a flesh and blood, fire-breathing demon? At that moment, people don't bury stat. What's that noise? It sounds as though your people have arrived. My people? What are you talking about? Why are the Air Force, of course, when we find your dog tags last night, we radioed them that you were safe and sound. You fools, you bloody fools, don't you realize what you've done? Air America's here. Here, they come, and that's no Air Force chopper. I recognize the insignia. It's owned by an outfit we used to call the company. I should think you'd be happy to see them. Look, Professor Romanov, these guys aren't coming to give me my back pay. And I've got a hunch they're not going to buy a story spending 8 years in Never Neverland. In short, they think I sold out to the Russians, comrade. All right, freeze, you turkeys. Which one of you is Morgan? I am. Somehow I could have guessed. What's with the Halloween costume, Morgan? So this is the way your country welcomes you home, Colonel? Hey, wait a minute. Do my shell-like ears detect a Russian accent? See here, you have no right. The motion is reflexive, with no more concern than if he were swatting a fly. But it triggers a reaction that is both instinctive and savage. Arr! I want him alive. In the chaos of the moment, no one notices that the rays of the setting sun are climbing ever higher on the Ibum statue of the cat demon. Why don't you come along peacefully, chum? Take me if you can. A frozen moment in the sunlight washes over the emerald eyes that suddenly blaze with life. My God, what is that thing bullets just bounce off? Watch out, you fool. Slowly, deliberately, the living demon turns to a new victim. Leave me. Save yourself. Oh no. With the speed of a jaguar, Morgan moves and springs. Just one chance or we're all dead. If I can just hang on. Its eyes blinded to the life-giving rays of the sun, the stone demon suddenly stiffens and falters and falls. Sorry, your big discovery was destroyed, Professor. A sacrifice I make willingly, I assure you, but I'm afraid we've created a great deal of trouble for you. It doesn't matter. I don't belong in this world anymore, I guess. You really can't go home again. And that goes for you too, comrade. These guys were only the beginning of your troubles. What can I do? You've got the spirit. You've proved that when you helped Professor Lakely. If you've got the curiosity to match, I can show you a world that's an archaeologist's dream. It won't be easy, but I can promise you it won't be dull. You already know my answer, Morgan. As the moon rises over the lost city of Machu Picchu, the Atlantean subshuttle once again thunders to life. This time it carries two passengers, Mariah Romanoff, bound for adventure and the unknown, and Travis Morgan, bound at last for home. Seconds later, a shattering explosion seals the entrance to the ancient station forever. Meanwhile, a certain company man is regaining consciousness. Morgan, where is he? Gone. Gone where? The second star to the right, and straight on till morning. The epilogue. After an 800-mile trip at incredible speeds, the gleaming craft eases to a stop at a familiar station. Tara, I'm back. Tara, it's me, Morgan. Perhaps she got tired of waiting for you. Tara, this is crazy. Are you sure this is the right place? Of course, I'm sure. I left my helmet here, someplace. Why didn't she wait? I've only been gone 1 day. Haven't I? Next, the Iron Devil. All right, search for 3 JLAers. 100 toy soldiers for $1.50. The price go up. It used to be $1.25 in other books. All right, well, that was The Warlord. Number 6 from May of 1977. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. If you didn't like it, tell me what was wrong. Leave a comment, whatever you want to do. As usual, don't forget, this book is available on my eBay webpage, papas-comic-books. And as I always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa out.